Hi, my name is Paul. I'm here out of my commitment to my transformation, my sobriety, and the future of recovery. I'm an addict in recovery for the last 7 years. I found myself 6 years into recovery, miserable, sober, but unhappy, alone, angry. And I thought, I'm broken. There's nothing else I can do. This is all that I was told. This is all that there is. So this is who I am. This is it. I'm going to be a miserable prick the rest of my life and to have no one. And I deserve no one because I'm an asshole. So until one day I woke up and got a call from Peter Lauderhouse, the man to my right or left, depending on what is edited. And he and I talked, and next thing I know, I was in basic training with TMD. Now, 3 months later, I am still sober, but now I've made the choice to be sober. I made the choice to be here, to be alive. I feel the first time in years. And this is my future. And this is my future, my commitment to recovery, my commitment to you guys, my commitment to my community and TMD and the veteran community and sobriety, whatever it is, all the communities that I belong to, this is my commitment. This is why I'm here, is to make sure that every single person knows that there's something more than just the bare minimum. You don't have to live a miserable prick anymore. You can live the life that you choose, not the one that you believe you were dealt.
That's great. Wow, that was real. I felt that.
Yeah,
you can live the life that you choose. You know, that's you speak that because you get it. But
yeah,
but I don't think you got that 6 months ago. No, if I say to you, you can live the life you choose, you'd say, the fuck do you mean? So what do you mean when you say you can live the life you choose? Like, what are you saying there when you say that? I got to give you my interpretation.
So, when I say you live the life you choose, it's not as simple as, that idea of 6 months ago, I would have said, well, I choose not to be a miserable prick. Oops, I'm still a miserable prick. It doesn't work. You're wrong. So you're right. You're not going to say I choose something and it's going to happen, right? I waited 33 years of my life to wake up a different man. I'm still waiting, and I think I'll have to wait the rest of after the damage I've done to my brain and body, 26 years I have left on this earth. Either way, it's not going to happen. And so the old me saw choose to live as make a very vague choice about wanting to be happy, whatever that shit is, and it happens. Bullshit. It doesn't happen.
Right.
The choice comes from behavior. The choice comes from what I choose to do in the moment, not what I choose to do when the feeling is right.
But hang on. Let's back it up. The choice came out of accessing nothing. You're saying the choice came from the choice. It was the behavior. The behavior is the result of the choice, but the choice itself, look at all the work you had to do to access choice. To get to choice with regard to migraines, for example, look at all the work you had to do to access that choice.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
yeah.
So it's like, right? Or no?
So no, I was saying that it's the choice to a behavior.
Yeah, the choice is to a behavior. Yeah, I'm choosing a behavior, right? But what I'm saying is the choice was born out of all this work you had to do to come to grips with that you even had access to choice. The fighting and the upsets and all the training you had to go through to even get that you had access to a choice is the piece that I'm pointing to. Human beings don't know exists for them. This is the point I'm looking to make. The unconscious to being unconscious, the blindness to being blind, the everyone in the course right now, no one is separating their interpretations from the reality that exists. No one, right? We're talking about intelligent people are able to separate the reality that exists from their interpretations. The only world that exists for them is their interpretations, their programmatic responses. So when you say choices, and we talk about choices, I mean, we're talking about the choice to run a marathon exists out of training, dedication, hard work, and then you're going to have your ass kicked when you go run that marathon. Mm-hmm. So is it choice or is it work? And I don't mean like I have the answer. I mean, like, let's explore it. Are these choices, or is this like your commitment to doing work? Or is it vision? Like, because you can see, right? Now you have access to choice. So is it my commitment to seeing? And I don't know if I'm going to keep any of this, but I like this interaction, Paul. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that we're looking to communicate with people.
Yeah. We're saying words to people that they've heard before in different ways. And so all these words are in people's vocabularies. So we are trying to find the way, we're putting the words together that make it, it gives them the insight into what we do, what TMD is, and without, and it's very hard to get. I think that's the point of, we have to be a little bit vague at times with this stuff, because people are again, me 6 months ago hearing the word choice, again, I make a choice to not be mad, or I make a choice to be happy. Where is it? Right? My choice leads to a product. My choice leads to a real thing. That's not happening here. So it's wrong. You're wrong. I'm leaving. Whereas, as soon as you make that choice to, or not even the choice, but you give up that fight of saying, this is wrong, I'm broken. There has to be that relinquishing of this, holding on to that pain, and holding on to the identity of pain, and holding on to the identity of trauma and addiction. And right. I'm broken, so I'm going to hold on to it. As soon as we let go of that label, or let go of that identity, and say, maybe, even the word maybe is a fucking breakthrough for people, because we don't want to let go. I did not want to let go. And even before I knew what letting go meant, that was the biggest thing, is all of this would make no sense to me, because this wasn't an option 6 months ago. This wasn't something that was real 6 months ago.
Right. It's like, I didn't know that I didn't know. I couldn't see that I couldn't see. I was unaware to being unaware. So how do you describe, how do you make known the idea of being unaware to being unaware? Right. So the person watching this video is trapped inside of being depressed. So what we're saying is that depression is being created by you. What? I'm not creating this depression. I've had this my whole life. And what's being said, so it's clear, is every breakdown in your life exists as a result of you having created exactly that way. And out of being sober, you can begin to do the work it takes to transform your ability to create your life. And there's a methodology out there, which is traditional recovery is it. And there isn't anything else that you can do. And if you start to do something else, you're going to relapse and die. And that insanity stops people from living something extraordinary, and then stay trapped in, I'm sober and dead, and because I'm fucked or have this diseased brain or disease, that's it. This is the way my life's going to be. And the reality is, and what Paul is here to say is, there's more. Right? So the essence is, there's more.
There is. And when we stop playing not to lose, we start playing to win, is a very big moment. And that's what TMD is for me. That's what the community of TMD is for me. Is I've stopped the whole act of living in fear of losing, living in fear of not being successful or sober. And all that did was made me not successful, made me live in fear, and eventually would make me not sober.
Right.
If you live in fear of something,
right,
you will become that, right? You know, oh, I don't want to be my dad. Guess what? You're your fucking dad. Right? I don't want to be unhappy, so I'm going to do all these things right. You're going to be unhappy. So letting go of that control over not doing something or not having something happen, and making the choice to create instead of to subtract, instead of hide, instead of building these walls, these ramparts up and hiding, thinking that if I build my walls high enough, I'll never get hurt. Well, those people are the most fucking victimized people in the world.
Right.
I've never met somebody with high walls and ramparts built in their emotional selves that weren't abused, tormented, and hurt daily. Those two things can't live with each other. In that mindset, in that system, if I build walls up, no one should come in. That's it. But they are coming in and hurting me. I'm hurting myself. They're hurting me. The world's hurting me.
Well, how about that picture, that Facebook picture I sent you the other day? The door is open, come in.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the handle itself is a cactus.
Should,
Like that's an analogy, right? It's like people can't see that they can't see that there's, you know, the doorknob that somebody would use to come in is filled with stickers. And so if you grab that doorknob, you're going to get hurt. Because people listening to you aren't going to be able to say, I have a wall up. They're going to say the door's open. They're going to say, it's my boss's fault. It's my mother's fault. It's my neighbor's fault. I don't have a wall up. I'm open. I'm open-minded, Paul. It's you who's not understanding.
It's me. You don't understand that all of this is happening to me. I've done nothing wrong. I've literally done nothing wrong. And the door is wide open. Yes, there's a dumpster fire sitting in the doorway. That shouldn't stop people from coming in.
And no one wants to help me.
The door is open. So what? I have foaming rabid dogs sitting in the doorway. So what? That means you're choosing not to help me. So fuck you, sir.
Right.
You have hurt me royally, and I bid you adieu.
Right. So we're doing a video series for folks in recovery to let them know that there's more. And we're going to walk through 10 different distinctions, 10 different insights that will help you access aliveness and long-term sobriety.